There we go. We got a box now. But we don't want to flip it over just yet. Whilst we still have it on its bottom, we want to drill in the caster wheels. So these are very simple. You just open the pack once you get it open. There we go. And what we're just going to do is put them into 4 separate corners. Doesn't really matter what sequence, just as long as they're close to the corners but not too far apart. So what you want to do is, if you've got a pencil, you just place all your wheels into place and you just mark out where all the holes are. So you can pre-drill some screws. We won't need to countersink for this part. And you just go on marking all the screws out. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to use our drill bit and we're going to drill through, and then these wheels come with screws. We're just going to screw them into place. And there we go, we've got all 4 wheels on. So now let's flip it over and make sure it works. There we go. So now there's the rolling stage of our underbed drawer. We've got one last thing to do, and that's to make sure our handles go on. So this is actually very simple. All we want to do, because these screws are actually different in size, and because they go in from one end, they come in from the inside and they screw into the outside. We won't be actually needing a countersunk bit or even the 2.5. Because these pieces are actually 4 millimeters in thickness, we'll be needing a 4 millimeter thickness drill bit. So we've got one here. And what we do, we open this packaging. Here's a 4 millimeter drill bit. What we'll need to do is actually make sure that they're in the center of our underbed drawer and that they're aligned and they're not skewed. So we want to put 2 on each side. Firstly, we'll need to drill, but before that we'll need to mark it out. So now what we're doing is we're just measuring from the top to the bottom and measuring the middle. We will put a cross in the middle, and what we want to do is measure our handlebar from the middle of the screw point to the other screw point. And so we know how long we need to do it. So as soon as we measure that, we want to draw another line with a cross in the middle, the same length of the handlebar. So this one is roughly 10 centimeters. So we'll just make it 10 centimeters apart and drill our holes. So now what we're doing is that we're screwing our holes, and after we screw one in, we just want to double check that it's 10 centimeters, and then There we go. It's in place, and now what we have to do is get our screws and put it through. There we go. Obviously this will need some cutting, so just mark out an approximate line, so roughly there. Get wire snippers, or if you have pliers at home. After you've cut it, make sure this length is appropriate. There we go, that'll fit in. And then make it the same on all your screws. And that's the last handle, that's it. We've finished the underbed drawer. So look, it rolls perfectly on carpet or on wooden floors. You can put whatever you want. I got my tools in mine. And what you want to put into it is up to you. Thank you for watching.